Welcome to the 2021 ASVAB practice test. This test has 25 questions with explained answers that will help you prepare for the test. Now let's get started. Q1. The diagram shows 5 gears. If gear B turns as shown, then the gears turning in the same direction are A and C, B, A and D, C and D, D and E. The answer is D. In this gear system, gear B is turning clockwise. That means that gears A and C are turning counterclockwise. Since gear C is turning counterclockwise, gears D and E are turning clockwise, the same direction as gear B. Q2. What is the theoretical mechanical advantage in using this lever? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. The answer is C. For a Class 1 lever, mechanical advantage is calculated as follows: MA equals effort distance, load distance. In this case, MA equals 1863/SU_spoiler. 3. A wrench is used to turn a bolt that has 20 threads per inch. After 15 complete turns of the wrench, the bolt will have moved A 1/4 inch, B 1/2 inch, C 3/4 inch, D 1 inch. The answer is C. If the bolt has 20 threads per inch, each time the wrench makes one complete turn, the bolt will move 1/20 inch. So if the wrench makes 15 complete turns, the bolt will move 120 times 15 equals 1520 equals 3/4 inch. 4. A gear and pinion have a ratio of 5:1. If the gear is rotating at a speed of 150 revolutions per minute, RPM, the speed of the pinion is most nearly A 750 revolutions per minute, B 300 revolutions per minute, C 150 revolutions per minute, D 30 revolutions per minute. The answer is A. The gear is rotating at a speed of 150 revolutions per minute. At a ratio of 5:1, the pinion makes 5 revolutions for each revolution of the gear. So the speed of the pinion is 150 times 5 equals 750 revolutions per minute. 5. In the diagram, water is flowing from left to right. What is true of the water after it enters the 3-inch pipe? A. Its pressure decreases, but its speed increases. B. Its pressure and speed both decrease. C. Its pressure and speed both increase. D. Its pressure increases, but its speed decreases. The answer is D. Total flow through the pipe must be the same everywhere, so water must flow faster in the 1-inch section. When a fluid moves faster, its pressure drops. Therefore, pressure is lower in the 1-inch pipe and rises as the water enters the 3-inch pipe. 6. What is the force F needed to balance this lever? A 20 kilograms, B 22 kilograms, C 25 kilograms, D 30 kilograms. The answer is B. To balance the lever, sum the moments of force around the fulcrum. 5 times 10 kilograms, plus 3 times 20 kilograms, equals 5F. 50 plus 60 equals 5F. 110 equals 5F. F equals 22. 7. Gear A, with 48 teeth, meshes with gear B, with 12 teeth. For every rotation that gear A makes, how many rotations does gear B make? A. 1. B. 2. C. 4. D. 8. The answer is C. Gear A, with 48 teeth, meshes with gear B, with 12 teeth. So for every complete rotation of gear A, gear B makes 48/12 equals 4 complete rotations. 8. Pushing a heavy concrete block up an inclined plane will be easier if you A. Raise the angle of the plane, B. Turn the block upside down, C. Heat the block with an electric coil, D. Put the block on a wheelbarrow. The answer is D. Of the choices, the only one that will make the job easier is to put the block on a wheelbarrow. The wheels will reduce friction and make it easier to move the block. Choice A, raising the angle of the plane, will decrease, not increase, the mechanical advantage. Choices B and C will have no effect. 9. These pipes and cylinders are part of a hydraulic mechanism. If the piston in cylinder A moves, A. The piston in cylinder B will move. B. The fluid in cylinder A will not move. C. The piston in cylinder B will not move. D. The fluid in cylinder A will move, but the fluid in cylinder B will not move. The answer is A. Choice A is correct because the hydraulic system transfers movement between the cylinders. The cylinders are directly linked and contain an incompressible fluid. 10. A 3 feet times 6 feet tank is filled with 3,600 pounds of water. What is the pressure on the bottom, in pounds/ft2? A. 100. B. 200. C. 400. D. 800. The answer is B. The tank has an area of 18 square feet. Pressure, force, area. If the total weight of the water equals 3,600 pounds, weight per square foot equals 3,618 equals 200 pounds/ft2. 11. Which cannot bend without breaking? A. B. C. D. The answer is A. Of the choices, only the teacup cannot bend without breaking. The spoon, nail, and automobile tire are all made of materials that can bend without breaking. 12. A knife blade is an example of which kind of simple machine? A. Pulley. B. Wheel and axle. C. Inclined plane. D. Gear. The answer is C. A knife blade is an example of an inclined plane. 13. In the pulley, sheave, system shown, pulley 1 is rotating at 80 revolutions per minute. How fast is pulley 2 rotating? A. 180 revolutions per minute. B. 240 revolutions per minute. C. 300 revolutions per minute. D. 360 revolutions per minute. The answer is B. The ratio of diameters determines the ratio of sheave speed. 6/2 equals 3/1, so the driven sheave will rotate 3 times as fast as the drive sheave. 3 times 80 equals 240. 14. In the pulley system shown above, which pulley is rotating the slowest? A. B. C. D. The answer is D. The pulley with the greatest diameter is pulley D, therefore, it is the one that is rotating the slowest. 15. Operating this car jack will take less effort if you A. Add weight to the other side of the car. B. Get a longer jack handle. C. Open the hood of the car. D. Replace the jack handle with one just like it made of wood. The answer is B. The car jack is a lever. Of the choices, the only one that will make the job easier is choice B, getting a longer jack handle. This will increase the effort distance in the lever and thereby increase the mechanical advantage. 16. Which material is best for the floor of a fireplace? A. Wood. B. Plastic. C. Stone. D. Glass. The answer is C. The floor of a fireplace must be made of a material that will not ignite or melt with the heat of the fire. Of the choices, the one that is best is stone. 17. What effort is required to lift the load? A. 40 pounds. B. 50 pounds. C. 100 pounds. D. 200 pounds. The answer is B. Because the pulley has 2 supporting strands, it has a mechanical advantage of 2. Therefore, each pound of pull will produce 2 pounds of lift. 18. What makes the water flow out of the tank and through the siphon hose into the bucket? A. Air pressure. B. Water pressure. C. The weight of the water. D. Magnetism. The answer is A. Air pressure is what makes a siphon function. The weight of the air on the surface of the water in the tank forces water through the hose and into the bucket. 19. In the diagram, gear B is an idler gear. If gear B is rotating clockwise, gear A is rotating clockwise, but gear C is rotating counterclockwise. B gear A and gear C are rotating clockwise. C gear A and gear C are rotating counterclockwise. D gear A is rotating counterclockwise, but gear C is rotating clockwise. The answer is C. To make two gears turn in the same direction, an idler gear is required between them. The idler gear turns in the opposite direction from the two gears on either side of it. If idler gear B is rotating clockwise, gears A and C are both rotating counterclockwise. 20. A wrench uses which simple machine to turn a bolt? A lever. B inclined plane. C pulley. D wheel and axle. The answer is D. A wrench uses a wheel and axle effect to move a bolt or nut. 21. The diagram shows a box of books on a shelf supported by two posts. Which post bears the greater part of the weight? A post A. B post B. C each post bears the same amount of weight. D. The shelf distributes the weight equally. The answer is B. The post nearer to the load bears the greater part of the weight. In the diagram, post B is the one nearer to the weight of the box of books. 22. Water is flowing into the tank from the upper faucet at the rate of 240 gallons per hour and draining out of the tank through the lower faucet at a rate of 1 gallon per minute. How many more gallons of water will be in the tank after 6 minutes? A. 14. B. 16. C. 18. D. 22. The answer is C. Water is flowing into the tank at the rate of 240 gallons per hour, or 240 60 equals 4 gallons per minute. Water is flowing out at the rate of 1 gallon per minute, so the net gain per minute is 3 gallons. In 6 minutes, the tank will gain 6 times 3 equals 18 gallons of water. 23. The diagram shows a rotating disc. When the disc rotates, which point travels farthest? A point A. B point B. C point C. D points B and C both travel the same distance. The answer is B. A point on the circumference must travel a longer distance than a point closer to the center. 24. Which flat cardboard pattern can be folded along the dotted lines to form the complete, totally enclosed box shown? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. The answer is A. Of the choices, the only one that will form the complete, totally enclosed box shown is pattern 1. 25. After the crank, A, rotates 9.5 times, where will the piston, B, be? A, in the same place as shown. B, at the top of the cylinder. C, at the bottom of the cylinder. D, B or C. The answer is A. Ignore the full turns, because after any number of full turns, the shaft will return to the starting position. After a half turn, the shaft will be 180 degrees from the position shown, but the piston will be where it is shown. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe for more practice tests.